Hello everybody, welcome back to the Average Blokes podcast, where we on this show try to prove above average, and today with me is Troy. How are you going, Troy?
Is that how you're going to start it? Hello
I
everybody.
believe this is how I'm starting, yes.
Welcome to the Average Blokes podcast. I am in charge this time. And with me today is the wackoest of jackos.
I mean, that is kind of true. Considering I'm still alive and the other one is dead.
You're doing the editing, so you're probably still going to put you first.
I mean, I don't care.
Lucky Jack.
This show is, like I
I
said,
don't
above
care.
average.
If
We're
I
above
can, I'll
average.
do the editing.
We
try to be above average. That's right.
Yes, we try to be above average. Like this show, though, is very above average. It's unlike any other show.
Yeah. So tell me, Jackson.
Yes, Troy.
How was your day?
Started off brilliant. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock because Savannah's like, I want to be waking up right now.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, Savannah's wake at 4 o'clock. I'll make her a bottle and put her back to bed an hour later.
Daddy, I want to wee.
Daddy, I'm crying. Please come save me, Daddy.
No, it starts with her like, Daddy. Daddy, I want to wee. Daddy! Daddy! And all you can hear is,
It's not entirely like that, but I can imagine one day that's what she will sound like.
Did you say 4 o'clock or 5?
4.
4. Ooh.
But the thing is, my first job wasn't until 9.
Oh,
So,
that's not too bad. Well, well, you know what they say, like, most billionaires get up like 3 hours early, so you're already doing well.
I'm on my way, Troy.
You got the first part. All you got to do is make the money now.
The money.
What's taking so long? You got the hard part down there. You just got to do the easy part.
If only it was that easy, eh, Troy?
If only.
If only.
Well, what do you mean? It is that easy. Look at me.
I'm looking.
I already look like a millionaire. I look like a homeless person with money.
Explain your shirt, please.
My shirt? I don't know. It says, "Watch the sky."
Conspiracy theory?
No, it's just it's a cow. There's a cow on the shirt that's being abducted. I don't know.
Okay.
You got me it, I'm pretty sure.
Did I?
I think you might have. Or maybe that was a different shirt.
Yeah, I don't recall that shirt at all, so it's potentially...
I may have just gotten it from what's it called? From Kmart.
That's, yeah. Although I feel like it's like a kind of reject shop shirt.
It does look like that. So it looks like a band shirt, doesn't it?
It does a bit.
It looks like you get it's an album cover. I'd get this as an album cover.
Is Watch the Sky a band?
Is Watch the Sky a band? Oh, I just realised I still have Rocket League running in the background. Hold on, let me exit that. I noticed Carl was playing, and I feel bad for him. Now I gotta quickly tell him, edit this out.
Is he trying to send you an invite?
He was trying to play with me.
Oh, because you were out, that's right. Mm-hmm. Troy, you know what's funny? That shirt that you're wearing, the band Watch the Sky are from Dublin.
Oh, okay.
And they're an alternative rock band. Which sounds kind of nice, actually. I'm not seeing any shirts of them being abducted by cows or any, aliens abducting them, but... So, yeah, so they're in a rock band. They're from Ireland, and they're... Yes.
Fair enough. Let me go back to this. Sorry, I just wanted to... Because I felt bad, because he literally just sent me the invite then, and I was like, oh, the game's still open.
All right, are we back on the show? Is that what we're doing now?
Are we back on the show? That's the question.
Yeah, okay. Rolling cameras. Okay, we're editing that part out, apparently.
Oh, yeah, well, actually, you could just keep it if you wanted, but it's up to you.
You're
the editor, Jackson.
That's true. I have the power.
I my own personal editor.
Okay, so one thing that Troy approached me about this episode was we both enjoy content from Markiplier.
Jackson, we were still doing small talk.
Well, we will too. What? Okay, here we go. What is this, Connie?
She's showing off in your coasters.
Connie, can you just, I enjoy your random guest appearances.
Enjoy his interruptions. Anyway, my day was good. Thanks for asking.
You know what? I was actually going to ask you, that picture you sent in the group chat, is that literally a worm with a Pikachu head?
It was literally a worm with a Pikachu head, yes. I don't know what... No, it was just a Pikachu, but it was a worm. I pick a worm. It was.
I
saw it and I was disturbed.
How come you didn't buy though?
Oh, because I don't want to pick a worm.
Pick a
I
worm.
want to Pikachu. They also had, there were so many like Pokemon stalls there. I was surprised at how many people over the age of 30 were selling Pokemon cards.
Yeah, okay. I've actually, because I've got Ryan's cards, I've inherited his cards. A lot of them were bought from the Caribbean markets.
Yeah, that would make sense. They had Yu-Gi-Oh cards there as well.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they had a Pikachu card that was like this big. It was like a big, and it was the old school fat Pikachu one. It was.
I know the one.
I was like, oh, that's
I
cool.
know the one. They so Pokemon
Shuffle that into your deck.
Pokemon VGC did these gimmick big cards, and I've actually got some myself, so I'll go get them for you.
That's sweet.
Just entertain the masses while I go get them.
Oh no! Entertain the masses. Jackson, come back. Show your ass is hidden. It's hidden behind. It's in behind your pop filter. There you go. I entertain the masses.
Sorry, that was an amazing effort. I appreciate
Oh yes, the masses will love it.
So the one you were talking about, it's not the same as it, but it's very similar. Let me just. So this is.
Yeah, that was basically it. Except if it was the fat Pikachu with the I think I had a tree behind it, the original one.
Yeah, let me just fix something so I can.
The OG Pikachu.
Okay, here we go. So.
It's too blurry. You're gonna have to turn it off.
Yeah, I thought I did, but I guess it.
If
didn't.
you get rid of your face, I think it'll zoom in on it. So cover your face with it in the camera.
No, here we go. There we go.
Just turn it off. Oh yeah, nice. I see.
So these were a little gimmick thing, right? So there were packs called I think they're called VMAX cards or something. So there was a couple of few of them, and they came in Shining Fates collection, so this is a Shiny Crobat.
Mm-hmm.
Which
nice.
is
I know what Jackson. I know exactly what a shiny Crobat looks like. You know what? Want to know why? That was the first shiny I caught.
Oh really?
A Zubat.
Impressive.
Then I evolved it into a Crobat. It was great.
Yeah, Crobat's such a nice
Although
shiny.
I'm a bit disappointed because the color scheme is so much better with Zubat. That green is really cool, and then it just goes pink. Right at Crobat. And it's like, oh, why? What was wrong with the green? Or maybe it was Crobat. It goes pink. It was still green with.
So Crobat's underwing actually is green. So but it's slightly different green. And the last one I've got here is Dragapult, which is a Pokemon from Generation 8.
Oh yeah, the stealth,
the stealth bomber
one. My goodness.
Yeah, and it has a couple of Dreepies on its head, which are the missiles that they launch. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So I got a few of them.
Well, anyway, my day was good. I listened to the Rivalries podcast by Markiplier that you recommended, and I was quite surprised to hear that he doesn't like Rocket League.
No way! How can he not like Rocket League?
I know. I was surprised when you told me that he said that. I was like expecting it to come like halfway through the episode, but no, just straight at the start. He's talking
straight into it.
He's straight, and he's talking about how people shouldn't judge sports based on like. They haven't played it, or they don't. It's just kicking a ball around. It's just throwing a ball around. And then he goes, he turns around and he goes, because like I hate Rocket League's not a real game. I hate Rocket League, and it's like, and you sit there going, that's the worst example. That's literally that's the closest thing to a sport you will find in a computer game. It is basically a sport. It is an esport, but it's the closest esport to a sport as well.
That's right.
And it's like, that's like, you've just done the thing that you said that you was trying to tell people not to do.
Yeah. I can't take Mark too seriously through that whole show because Tyler is the host and he's trying to drill into Mark's brain what the sports are and how each sport works. And the cricket episode, which was the last one at the time of recording, was the last episode. And Mark was just an absolute clown. He just
it's not really cricket's not really an American thing in general.
No,
but I found I go back to how you're saying he's joking around, but I realized that because when it started playing that actual one for me. It did the intro, and the intro is exactly the same. It's the whole everybody rips on Tyler, and he's like, "No, it's me showing you." Like, I didn't know that was the intro. I thought that was just like how the show started.
But
no, it's the intro for most of their episodes. I bet.
Ever since the hockey primer, though, it's been interesting. Yeah.
But it made me think about, like, for example, like Mark. the concept of Let's Plays, when I was younger, I didn't understand them. Like, I reckon I was probably about 14 in that. I was like, that's stupid. Why would I want to watch someone play a video game when I can just play the video game?
Exactly.
And then I watched a couple of Markiplier's videos, and I watched some more. And next thing you know, I was watching a whole bunch of his videos. And I'm sitting there going, why am I watching someone else play a video game?
What have I become?
Mm-hmm. So that got me thinking, what are things that you used to hate that now you don't? A prime example would be onion. I used to hate onion. Used to think it's gross.
Okay.
Yeah, I gagged at onion. I also gagged at mushrooms. I'm not so big on the mushrooms still, but onion I like now. I like it caramelized. I like it raw. I like it fried. Although, if it's burnt, it's anything burnt. Yeah.
So you've touched on something for me, because
So
I used to hate tomatoes.
You used to hate tomatoes?
Yeah. So
I can understand
when I was a kid,
Isabel hate tomatoes?
I don't know.
Courtney said yes. Yeah.
When I was growing up as a kid, when we used to go to Hungry Jack's, I used to get the chicken burger. I think it was just called the chicken burger, and it'd have chicken, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. And I'd always take out the tomato no matter what. I just didn't like it. Never liked it.
That's it. That's another thing that you bring up, like Hungry Jack's. I used to hate Hungry Jack's. Now I love Hungry Jack's. It's weird.
Yeah.
I guess I never used to like burgers. Now I do. So there you go.
Yeah. Because I also, what else did I hate? I don't know. It's weird because there are things that I just like. Movies. I don't mind movies. I just don't watch them. But like, it's not that I don't like movies. It's just that I don't
watch
bother.
them. Did you used to watch movies though?
Yeah, as a kid, I used to watch movies not frequently, but maybe once every month or so. It's just like.
See, I reckon that's more to do with the fact that like there's so many more things like you can do. Like, why would you watch an hour-length movie when you can get more entertainment in a 20-minute YouTube video by your favorite YouTuber?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can watch another 20-minute one. And then if you want to stop or switch to something else, you can. Mm-hmm. Maybe I want to watch someone hydro press a helmet.
In slow motion.
In slow motion, yes. Slowly going. And then halfway through that, I know where this is going. Flip to the next thing. Whereas with a movie, you got to sit and actually pay attention and watch for a good hour and a half minimum.
Yep. Yeah.
Because movies have just gotten longer.
I can think of two other things now that I used to hate as a kid. And now I'm just kind of over it now. But one was never growing up. I hated growing up.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I never thought about it.
But the thing is, right, because like I was
just
thinking about
it.
I kind of when it happened, I was like, but then I have to go to school every day. If I'm still a kid forever, I have to go to school every day.
Yeah. When did it happen, Jackson? When
I was in year 7, maybe, when I realised, I'm growing up, I guess.
You're like, you looked down, you pulled your pants out, opened up, and look, no, there's hair. Check your underarms. Crud. You start feeling like, you're like, good, I'm safe here. This is all good. There's nothing coming out here.
My voice is suddenly deepened.
And the sound of my voice.
And having a job was one thing I hated doing.
Oh yeah.
But now it gives you money, and money is good for lots of things.
Money is good.
Money is good.
I like money.
I like money.
I like money.
Money.
I was trying to do Mr. Krabs. I don't know what you were trying to do.
I also trying to do Mr. Krabs.
Oh, okay. Yours kind of sounded more like, I don't know, the Cookie Monster?
Nom 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 nom.
Speaking of stuff I used to like as a kid, now I don't like. I'm not really a fan of Sesame Street anymore.
I mean, understandable.
I've reversed it, yes.
Those puppets are creepy as heck.
I never thought about it from that perspective, but yeah, they probably are really creepy.
Because if you think about it really, really deeply, it's just a dude with a hand up Elmo's ass, and then probably someone off screen using.
Oh my goodness! Don't do that. That hurts.
Sorry.
Really puts you into the perspective of what Elmo's world's like.
Elmo's world.
No. I was gonna say a dude's got his hand up your ass.
Yeah, that's why he speaks like that.
You know the funny thing though, like, because I brought up the Sesame Street thing, you brought up the puppets. One thing I do like now that's like the reverse of that I used to hate or not really like was the Muppets.
Oh yeah, okay.
Although it doesn't help that there's a YouTuber I pay, like, I watch his videos and he does like Dragon Ball Z style content with like Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z and Kermit the Frog. Yeah, and
Yes.
he does the voices for them really well, but it's quite funny. It's very
You mean
it's very random.
Kermit the Frog here?
Ooh, hey there, Sal.
Welcome to the Average Blokes podcast.
Welcome to
I'm your host, Kermit the Frog.
I gotta show you a couple of videos. You'll actually learn something.
I haven't done a Kermit voice in a while, but it's not too bad. I used to try.
You're
I used
almost
to,
there, Jackson. You just gotta emphasize it a little less, and you'll get the frog going for you.
but that's how you sell
That's how you get there.
That's how you sell.
You sound a little too much like a Muppet.
Am I going too deep into it?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I did not realize.
I need to take off my headphones. You need to go less. No, I can't. Now that I've taken my headphones off, I sound worse than I thought I did.
Because early days with Kermit the Frog voices, I realized I kind of merged into Marvin the Martian. Earth person, go home.
Oh my goodness, that's
See
actually
how
really,
you like this.
Oh my goodness, that's really good.
Oh goody. Oh my.
You gotta say oh no. Say oh no.
Oh no.
There we go. What does he say? He picks up like a not
gun.
dynamite, but what is it called?
The infibrillator. No.
Yeah,
the annihilator.
because Bugs is holding like some sort of atomic rod. He's taken it from him, and he needs it.
Ah, okay.
There's something you require.
The
like
annihilator, the dianophenile. I don't know. Hold on.
the Dialator or something. You're gonna
It's funny
Google it real quick,
Looney Tunes Space Race. That's where I get my Marvin the Martian impressions from. His weapon was in that game as like a pickup item.
Space Race. I've never heard of that game.
Looney Tunes Space Race. It was on a couple of platforms. It was on PS2, a Sega Mega Drive, and some other consoles. It was so much fun though. It was
Is that a 2D one or a 3D one?
3D.
Is that the one where you start off as Bugs or Daffy and you got to collect the stuff? You got to do all these. It's like
kind of mission story mode sort of aspect.
It's
mission
like a
mode.
Banjo-Kazooie style sort of game.
Yeah, kinda. And all the
You gotta do the
racetracks are on
puzzles.
planets, or on planet. Well, it's not much puzzles. It's just you got to do certain missions where you got to complete certain races at certain characters.
That's not the one I was thinking of. The
Okay.
one I was thinking of was more of an exploratory. You've played Banjo-Kazooie, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
It's very similar to Banjo-Kazooie. You even have to switch between Bugs and Daffy because Bugs has got an ability that Daffy doesn't have, and Daffy's same difference. And you got to unlock characters to unlock puzzles that you got to do. When I was younger, I could probably do the game really well now, but when I was younger, it was almost impossible to figure. Like you get into the second world or second area, and I wouldn't know what to do after that. I'd be stuck on one particular puzzle.
I don't know if it'll show you.
Yeah, I can just see it.
Looney Tunes Space Race. But yeah, so for some reason, there's one voice there's one line that Bugs Bunny says that for some reason when I keep playing the game made me laugh so hard, and it's your brother drinks pickle juice.
What?
Your brother drinks pickle juice.
Is that Bugs saying that?
Bugs said that. That was like his taunt.
Yeah, your brother.
It was just here we go. The disintegrator pistol.
Oh my goodness. Now I really want to know what that thing is called.
Disintegrator. See how you like this? Oh goody! That's what Marvin would say when he picked up the four-leaf clover.
Oh, goody.
Oh my!
Did a really good job
Earth
of him.
person, go home. That's his one. That's what he says when he overtakes someone. Take that, Earthling.
I'm having like a mental thing. I think I've played this game. You said it was not. Is it more like Mario Kart?
It's a bit like Mario Kart, yeah.
Where you can get little power up things and you can
Yes.
use it against. Yeah, so I think I remember playing it once or twice.
It was on the PS2, Dreamcast, and something else.
It was on the Dreamcast.
No, it's on Dreamcast and PS2. That was it.
Wow, what's a
I know.
Dreamcast?
It's a Sega console.
It was. Yes, it bombed. I think it was. I think it was Sega's attempt at disc technology.
It was their 6th generation console.
It's their 6th generation console.
Yep.
Wait, so they've had 5? They had 5 before that?
Yeah, there was I forget the names of them now. The Mega Drives and all that.
Fair enough.
And the CP one, which was basically a keyboard. But yeah, so I remember that game's got a special memory in my heart, I guess.
A memory in your heart. It's a memory in my heart.
In my brain, in my head, that I just. Titanic was the movie that I hated and still do, except for the one nudie scene.
Is that the one? Is that inside that song from Titanic? Yes.
Yes. But the thing at the front of the ship where she's like this.
Yeah, I remember. I know the scene. I just didn't know that song played, and that's interesting. I never watched that movie all the way through.
You know what? I hated Jim Carrey growing up.
You hated Jim Carrey growing up?
I hated Jim Carrey.
Really?
Because of The Mask.
The son of the Mask. You mean when he turns into the green guy?
Yeah, that one.
That was a great movie. What?
Yeah,
Did you not like that movie?
I was a kid.
I was a kid too, and I freaking love that movie. I watched it, although I watched Son of the Mask first, and then maybe I didn't. No, I watched Son of the Mask first. That's a good movie as well.
Yeah, I just didn't like it
for
some reason as a kid.
That
may be not like Jim Carrey for some reason. I don't know why. That
was such a brilliant movie, and it was also a funny thing about that movie is it was the first time they did like CGI like one of the first movies where they did CGI over
green
the top
screen
of stuff,
and stuff, yeah,
and green screens and whatnot. But they had to, like for example with his dog, right? They had to get the dog in certain positions and then animate the dog head over, like when it wears the mask over the top. Because there's a scene where the dog puts its head in the mask and it wears the mask and its head transforms into like a green 3D CGI thing. It looks like a monster dog head. Yeah, but they had to adjust the CGI with the film so it looked like the actual head bit the guy's bum instead of the dog.
That's funny.
You're laughing at it now. Go watch the movie again.
CGI has come a long way, though.
Oh, I just thought, oh my goodness, how could I have not thought of this? All right, guess what I hated, or rather didn't really like or understand and wasn't interested in when I was younger, but it's very relevant to my life now.
Is it a TV show?
Yes.
I don't watch TV, so it could be Play School.
It's MASH. Courtney's been watching like all these seasons of MASH. I'm enjoying the show, right? 5 years ago, I'd be like, no, I don't watch that show. My dad watches that show. It's like one vivid memory I remember is just my dad watching MASH when it was on middle of the day. Oh my goodness, I probably like Bold and the Beautiful now too.
Actually, one thing I remember now is I used to hate tap water.
Yeah, but that's because you're from South Australia.
Yes.
Of course you hate tap water. It disintegrates everything. Might as well be acid.
But we had rainwater tanks mainly, so that's what we tried to use the most. But
that's almost even worse. Yeah.
No, rainwater's so good. It's nice.
Not when I was living in Gembrook because gum leaves got into like on top of the filter, so the rainwater would filter through the gum leaves. So our tank water tasted very gum leafy. Perfectly safe to drink. If anything, it had added flavour to it, but it was very gum leafy.
Very flavor. Gotta have that flavour.
Gotta have that gummy flavour to it.
That's how they make gummy bears.
They take gum leaves, grind them up. They melt them down, boil them until they're like crystallized. That's how you make real gummy bears.
It's weird because like I'm trying to think when I was a kid, what did I really hate? But like,
I just realised something. They should have named koalas gum bears.
Yeah.
Or gummy bears.
Because they don't move much. But I don't know if they taste good though. If they taste like chlamydia, then I'm probably off.
Are you talking about gummy
Koala
bears?
bears.
Okay, we're talking about. I was like, are you talking about gummy bears or koala bears?
Yeah, no, gummy bears taste like chlamydia.
Haven't you tried koala?
No.
I was going to say, you'd know what chlamydia tastes like, Jackson.
I've tasted rabbit and kangaroo. Rabbit's very tough, I guess. It's like a chicken, but like a bit tough.
You mean it's a bit gamey?
Yes. It's so gamey.
It depends on it depends on the rabbit, whether it's free ranged or
caged.
Or caged. It sounds like you had a caged rabbit. It was a bit tough. What its joints were all stiffened up. It hadn't quite gotten the movement.
Yeah, he was in the gym a lot, working on his gains. Very strong.
The science podcast I listen to, right? The guy talks about how they do experiments on rats, for example, and they do experiments on, like, for example, how the body works and things like that. And they do tests on people, but they start with rats. And they were trying to test. There are two forms of exercise you can do. There's aerobic and anaerobic, and they were trying to test. I think it was anaerobic in rats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in mice. And how do you can test aerobic in mice by putting them on a treadmill, right?
Yeah.
But you can't exactly get them to test anaerobic by getting them to lift weights. So what they had to do is they had to attach like a weight or something on one foot so that the mouse would use the other foot. Like, so they couldn't use this one, so they had to use this one more.
Okay. That reminds me of a story. I can't remember where I heard it, but that's the reason why rats in New York are scary, because I think they tested some muscle stuff, and that's how rats are so big and everywhere, and people are scared of them.
Off you go, fella. Go breed.
That's that thing you told me about reminds me, because I've been listening to this podcast called "There's No Such Thing as a Fish," which is a podcast made by the same people who made QI, which is that kind of like the fun show, like a fact show where like comedians
QI.
or researchers just tell outlandish facts about things.
I think I've heard of it. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's British. It's a British show.
Yes. Do they have don't they have an audience and the audience
usually
can ask questions? That's right.
I don't know if they ask questions, but they do help vote or something. But there's so these guys who create the show do their own podcast, and they were telling these fun facts. That's all they do. They just share random facts. It's very distracting.
Fact, the last
it's
thing
like
you do when you die is shit your pants. That's a fun fact.
So this fact that they shared recently was I can't remember which Air Force it was, which country, if it was the British or America, but they put bears in one of the airplanes to test the ejection seats.
Oh, okay.
And what they did was they made the bears drunk, so the bear could sit in the chair in the plane.
Well, these brown bears, black bears, or polar bears.
I can't remember.
It's very important which one.
I can't remember which bear. But
it's the bare necessities.
So when
bare necessities.
So when the bears landed, they all survived. But when they landed from the parachutes, they actually end up dislocating some body part, and then they had to be put down.
Yeah, because they're freaking bears. Like, of course. So did you say they were testing parachutes?
They were testing the ejection seats.
Oh, it's the seats themselves. What, did they have parachutes on the bears?
Yes, they would have had to.
Okay, so good. So they were testing out there, yeah. No, you say that, Jackson, but they had to put the bears down anyway. Yeah. Yep, seat works right. All we need to do is put a person with a parachute in there. We're good to go. What, sir? What about the bears? Gotta have lunch. Don't we?
Lunch. Gotta have lunch. Lunch, anyone? So another few other facts they had was, in Australia we have a Mount Disappointment, and then there's Lake Disappointment.
I'll tell you the funny thing about Mount Disappointment. Mount Disappointment's in here. Lake Disappointment's over there.
Oh, come on.
Just kidding, Courtney.
There we go. Well
when
played.
You combine them, you get the Disappointed Valley.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Disappointing Valley.
There we go. That makes more sense. Because the dude who discovered Disappointment Lake was walking along this massive creek.
He was not happy at the time.
And he was like, oh, this is going to lead to some awesome lake. But when he got there, he's like, it's just a soul lake. So, yeah. And then
he was a bit salty about it, was he?
Oh, I can imagine. And then same story with the dudes who discovered Mount Disappointment. it was just a hill. They climbed it. They got to the top of the hill. It's like, oh, well, this view's crap. And
what should we name this place? Well, I'm not satisfied. Not satisfied doesn't ring off the tongue. I'm just disappointed, Steve. Yeah, all right, John. What are you doing over there, Henry? I'm taking it. You're disappointed. Yeah, we'll name it that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really struggling to think of what other things to talk about because I'm half dead.
That's fair. That's all good. I have a little list here that I pretty much. I had it set up for like. It was 5 minutes of just small talk, seeing how we're going.
Yep.
But someone didn't want to hit the 5 minute mark. They wanted to. Jump straight into it.
Actually, I do want to talk about one thing. So, for those who've been, if at all, anyone's following my YouTube content thing lately, I got in touch with that guy who I reacted to, and we got together and we did a nice, awesome, long video, and it was
Jackson
so much
really
fun.
ripped him a new one.
I told him he's
You finally meet the man himself, and what do? You say, yes, please, thank you, sir. May I have another? I really like your content.
Your content's really good.
Let's talk about this gun. I like that gun.
I mean,
how could you? I got a better question for you. How could you talk about a Splatoon gun for over an hour?
Okay, when people are passionate, that's all it takes.
And you are passionate.
I am passionate
about squids and ink and goo.
Gooey?
Yeah, but I'm like, I got it because I tuned in right like halfway through and then left and then came back at the end, so I didn't hear much of the details. But I'm like, I don't think I could handle listening to you guys talk about a gun from a video game for like longer than 5 minutes. See, people don't understand the accuracy behind it. See, unlike the Goobinator.
Well, the problem is because it was sort of
the
kind
Goozuka
of like,
has a lot more power to it.
See, that would have been a good name, Goozuka, but it's not.
You do realise I said Goobinator first.
Goobinator, yeah. I went over that because I was letting go, see where else he goes, and Goozuka came up. So I was like, oh, Goozuka, that's good.
Oh my goodness! Isn't there actually like a bazooka thing called Goozuka in that game?
No. It's called Trizuka. It's a special weapon.
What does it shoot 3?
Yes.
Oh, who would have guessed?
Well done, Troy. Yes.
Well, I mean, between the Bazooka and the Quadri Zuka, all they need is the Zupa Duper, and we're good to go.
You gotta remember, this game is called Splatoon 3, so the gimmick was 3. So, try ink missiles is a thing. Trizuka is a thing, and there's one more that I'm forgetting on the top of my head. But yeah, there's lots of related stuff in this game.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, if you can talk about these guns this particular gun for over an hour, surely we can talk about surely we can talk about the Dominus versus the Octane. We can get like 4 hours out of that one.
Okay, Rocket League's funny because someone told me about ages ago, like, oh, every car's got the same hitbox.
No, they don't.
That's what I thought.
No, majority of them have the Octane hitbox. I think like of the standard cars you get in the game, I think it's like 5 or something have the same hitbox, and then the other 5 have the Dominus hitbox. And I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the Breakout has a slightly different. I think there's 3 hitboxes, and the Breakout and 1 or 2 other ones have that, but I'm not sure. It could be just the way it's shaped people like.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. We can stretch that out for another 50 minutes.
Because
I did my research.
You seemed very eager to do it tonight, so I was like, okay, sure. I don't really have much to talk about, but like, hey, at least we're getting
I wasn't really eager, but I want to be able to like get one done a week. Even if we just digress completely or don't even have a proper subject, because one thing I did pick up from that rivalries thing, that the podcast, which I realized is Mark brought up, for example, making content and that, and how it works, and doing him doing interviews, and how like people say, oh, it's really easy for you, etc. He was basically tooting his own horn. He was patting himself on the back a little bit. But to be fair, he can do that. He's a millionaire.
Yep.
Has millions of subscribers. So, but he did say the one thing people should do, and I hear this all the time, is you just got to do it. You got to get started like the first, as you said, the first videos you make on YouTube are really crappy, and I can attest to that. Most of my videos are crappy. Some of them are so crappy that I've deleted majority of them.
My lesson to you is don't delete them.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to reset the channel at the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I was looking at these and I'm like, I am not happy with these. I've told myself I'm not going to do that, regardless of how bad they are. If they are bad, I'm not going to delete them all.
Because I wonder...
Oh, no, sorry, they're not deleted. Sorry, they're hidden. I've hidden them.
Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah, so they're still there. Yeah,
Hidden's a very good move.
Because I didn't want to delete them, I should say. It's actually more effort to delete videos than it is to just hide them.
That's, yeah. Because I can't remember... Oh, so I started YouTube back in March 2015. And, I'm 853 subscribers, so...
Oh, Jackson.
I mean, if I was doing...
I'm joking with you.
Not enough videos, mate. Not enough.
Yeah, that's right. You got to pump them out. I told you to make 5-minute videos. I've recorded, like, because I'm doing that 5-minute thing. I decided to do it with the Blair Witch thing. I might post them. I might not. But because it's 5 minutes of Blair Witch, right? The first 5 minutes is literally just the opening scene.
The game.
There's like 1 minute. There's like 1 minute of gameplay.
We had to watch that movie at school for a project or something.
You had to watch the Blair Witch project for school?
Yes.
Damn, I should go into your school.
It was intense.
It was a horror movie.
Yeah, but the fact that it was just like 3 college students and all they had was a handy cam.
I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie.
Spoiler alert, it's just 3, I think it's 3 students.
Don't they don't even find a witch in the end, do they?
No, right? They're not. You don't really see anything.
Yeah, there isn't actually a witch. It's just an intense, like, camera shaky.
Yeah.
First person thing.
Is someone there?
Where? Why am I looking at this man?
It's made in 1999.
That I'm surprised about. I thought it was made in late 2000s.
Okay, so here it was a fictional story of 3 student filmmakers.
Yeah.
It was based in the UK.
It didn't work. You know why? Because you're throwing pillows from right behind me, and you're still sitting there. Speaking of a witch,
the movie grossed nearly $250 million worldwide.
Damn.
Making it one of the most successful independent films of all time.
What was that other movie that's the same camera shaky style or whatever it is?
I'm not sure. I don't really watch much movies. You're asking the wrong person.
I don't know. It was a disaster movie or something. Not disaster movie. It was something like that.
So the story is these 3 students went to investigate a thing called the Blair Witch, but their equipment and footage was discovered a year later after they disappeared, quote unquote disappeared. Yeah, it's not. It was. I don't know why I remember it so specifically. I guess because
doesn't it show the witch at the end though, or what you think might be the witch or something?
I don't know. It's kind of funny though because they went out and made, like, for their marketing, they actually made a legit missing persons posters for all the people that were in it.
Ah, that's right. Yes.
And it's kind of funny because below the picture of it is one of the dudes in real life. So he's like,
he
added
right himself to it.
He's right there. You don't have to ask anymore. He's right there.
As the guy's posting up a picture of himself saying missing, and he turns to people, "Have you seen this man?" And it's just a photo of him going like, and he's going, "Have you seen this man?"
That reminds me of the Far Side. It was a 1-panel cartoon comic thing, and there's a picture. It's the strips of a cow eating cereal, and on the table there's a picture. There's a milk carton, and on the milk carton there's a picture of a cow saying, "Have you seen this cow?" Because
I think I remember that one.
All those cows look the same.
It's making me think of reacting to things.
Okay, let's actually talk about that, right?
What, reacting to reactions?
Yeah.
What if I play a video game and record myself playing that video game, and you react to me playing that video game, and I react to you reacting to me reacting to the video game?
See, that's pretty meta. But
Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Zuckerberg, but yeah.
Like, like pick your targets kind of half wisely, because when I did mine, I had little knowledge about the person.
Nah, we just go in not knowing anything about them.
Well, that's probably the fun part too, though.
That's the best part.
You should do an escape room. Do an escape room. Record yourself doing an escape room.
We should react to.
The plan is reacting to people playing video games badly.
Troy. We should react to Phil's flaming thing, his podcast that he does with his. You know how he talks to the guy from America and the guy from wherever the other guy is from, and they all talk about Batman comics or whatever it is.
Who's this?
Phil.
Oh, Phil. Yeah, Phil gave up on that, I think.
Gee, I wonder what happened.
Well, he was.
It was during lockdown.
He's bad. No, it was before that. He was bad in front of the camera. His friend Jaden. Oh my goodness, I could do a video. No, I can't do anything on Jaden. That's bad. I already made fun of Jaden enough. It was too much. Making those photos, it broke the man. You know the guy who does the nude photos, Phil's mate Jaden, showing you the photos.
Yes.
You know how we did those edits of me, right?
Yes.
That you can check it out on my Instagram.
It's
one of the only things on my Instagram. It's me. It's a photo of me shoving a finger up a guy's bum, edited in. Don't worry, I was edited into the photo, but the guy was naked.
That's funny.
But yeah, that at that point in time, like he was very upset about it for some reason.
Yeah,
okay. And now he's actually got his own YouTube channel, and he's made over like. I think it's like 1,000 videos, and they're all interviews with Melbourne artists or artists in Melbourne. I looked at a couple of them, but it's just like the people that he interviews is basically like if you do any form of art, he will interview you and spend like an hour chatting to you. I think they're like 45 minutes talking to you about your art style and all that.
Because the problem is, right, I find is that art can be loosely defined as literally anything now these days.
Well, that's the thing. These people, they are artists, but they're not good artists.
Troy, I could post a
they're
picture
better than me,
of myself
but-
naked and it'd be art, and then I'd have a talk with that guy.
Yeah, that's what some of these people are. A fair few of them are probably nude artists, and a fair few of them he's probably taken photos of and been in photos with them for other people, because he's also a nude artist.
How much money is in it?
I don't think there's that much money. I think I think you get more money from porn than you do from nude art.
Yeah, probably.
Especially because the nude art is blurred.
That's a shame.
Well, the funny thing is, like, what's the point of doing nude art if you're not even going to show anything? Like, it's not it's still hidden away.
It's clickbait for flameandnews.com.au to put on an article saying pop star releases nude photo to show off pregnancy.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
not a news article. That's just saying that someone's pregnant. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that form of art. It's just if there's 50 people doing it, all right, but there's like hundreds of people, and just in this country alone, doing these nude art pieces. And the funny thing is, they probably block anyone who thinks their art's bad. So they're all in their. I think they're all probably in this little bubble, telling each other how good they look in their nude art photos and things. And it's that little thing where, like, if someone like me came in and said, "You kind of look fat in that photo," I'd probably get blocked instantly.
Probably.
Oh, it's all positive on Twitter. Everybody tweet.
No.
All
Well,
positive.
Troy, have you heard?
No, I have not heard. What have I heard?
Old mate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have heard. Yeah, he's gonna stop people from being able to block people or something, or
No.
or get banned.
I was just gonna say Elon Musk just bought Twitter. That's all I was gonna say. I don't know what else he's done, but yeah.
I think he was gonna make it so that you couldn't get banned for certain things. Like he was gonna make it more essentially free speech, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's got to be there. I think he wants to do something like that. That would make for that sort of platform. You need to be able to just let it be like all like no like it's just you don't make it so that people can comment on each other's stuff. Like there's no blocking or anything like that. You need to make it so it's like you can't stop someone from telling you this particular thing or that particular or what they think of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to. if you don't want to hear what they're thinking of you, just turn off the Twitter. Like, if you're getting nothing but negative and it's affecting you mentally, just get rid of it. It's not like it's
not
an
healthy.
Extra in life. It's not necessary. And I don't understand people who have to like. And it's the funny thing is it's just as bad for you, the positive as well as the negative. Like, if you're constantly getting negative tweets, it hurts you mentally, and you're looking at all these people calling you an F-wit and you idiot or whatever, or you're not a good artist, you're not a good director, you're not a good actor, you're not a good YouTuber, whatever else. Mm-hmm. You're not a good builder. your bricklaying is shit.
Damn, there's my dreams of being a builder. Damn.
Someone sends you a photo and you're a concreter. Did you do this slab? Yes, I did. Oh well, it's a bloody shit slab. It's like, well,
it's so
wasn't
bad.
meant to be a good one.
The man's so bad he can't even lay an egg.
But all the negative stuff, right? That's bad. But positive stuff is just as bad because it creates people a false sense of how good you are, how great you think you are.
Yeah, I was just gonna say genuine positivity is very rare and hard to come by.
Positivity is good, but it's overall positive. Like when you just basically, I'm trying to think of the right term for it. When it's just thrown out there, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. When I posted that reaction video originally, a lot of idiots just bombarded my channel with dumb comments and
because it's fun.
Yeah, I know. But like, that's just the internet as a whole, though. Anywhere you go on the internet, there's always idiots or people who just love to hate for no reason.
True. The best example I can think of currently, because I don't really use many social medias that much, is the like Facebook, right? People send people happy birthdays, right?
Yes, some
people get so many people saying happy birthday to them. I get a happy birthday message from my cousin, right? And it's like, oh, happy birthday, Troy. It's like, thanks I'm glad you picked up your phone and saw it was my birthday and decided to leave a comment. If you could give me a call, that'd be fantastic. That'd be much better. If you could give me a phone call, I'd much appreciate it. We could have a chat, maybe hang out. But no, you just get your birthday came up. Well, happy birthday. I haven't spoken to you in 3 years, but thanks for the birthday message. Really
I have not wished anyone on Facebook for ages a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, you complained when I didn't wish you a happy birthday. You were like, "Oh, it was my birthday the other day."
Yeah, but that wasn't Facebook. That was just in general.
Oh, in general. Yeah, true. What you don't realise is I don't even wish my wife a happy birthday.
I know. I've learned this.
That's not true. I do because she usually.
Remember last time you asked her? Remember last time she questioned you what her birth date was?
I am remembering the last podcast. Yes, let's not go back into that. I've dug a hole there, and I just finished filling it.
Oh goodness me!
I got the shovel back out.
The shovel. Yes. Anyway. Well, I guess I want to wrap up things.
I didn't even get onto we were supposed to talk about esports, by the way.
Oh, were we?
It was originally small talk, Markiplier and his hatred of Rocket League and how he's wrong completely. And it sounds like he hadn't even, from what I heard, from what I picked up, because I can't say he said it for sure or not, but it sounded like he'd never actually played the game. Mm-hmm. Or at least picked it up and played it for longer than 5 minutes or 10 minutes or however long.
Yeah, I was
originally going to talk about esports and sports and the comparison behind them. But then I got thrown into the things you used to hate thing.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's much broader. That's much broader.
What we can do is maybe we'll do some research about esports, and then next episode we'll delve into that more. Because I kind of like talking about esports as well.
I was going to say, well, I don't know that much about esports, but I'm curious. But here's the thing, right? Has Splatoon got an esports?
Yes, and kinda. It's in Japan. Yes, it's classified esports.
Okay, so let me. I don't have an actual definition, obviously, because we have not really done our research. But I imagine a proper esports and esports teams get paid to do it. So that's one criteria I'm going to go by. If you get paid to do it, like paid to compete, and there's a prize pool or money pool, then I consider it a esports or sports or whatever, or professional sports.
So in Japan, there was a period where Splatoon teams were sponsored by professional
Samsung.
Japanese baseball teams.
Oh, by the baseball teams.
Yeah, so they did a collaboration. So the platoon teams had the jumpers the same as what the baseball team were, except slightly modified to make it platoon themed or related. So yeah, that was kind of cool. But that was cool.
That's weird. That's interesting. So, would you like to know something interesting, Jackson?
What's up?
So, this is just on Google. Courtney's handed me her phone. The esports, right? They've the prize pool has dropped from tournaments over the years, and so has the total number of tournaments. Is that right?
That doesn't surprise me. I feel
like 2016, you had 2,000. The average tournament prize pool was 22,000, and now it's dropped. This was 2019, so 2016 to 2019 dropped to 7,000.
Can I tell you why? I think
they also did less tournaments, though. It dropped to 27 tournaments.
You know why? COVID.
Yeah, that's true, Connie. It's COVID.
100% that's what it was.
Yeah, because 2018 it was like 44. Yes.
Because the thing is, you got to remember is there's no attendees. There's no attendees to pay for tickets or rock up to the show. You can't. There's no money making there. The only way they could have made money was if there were tickets for the streams or something like that.
That's one thing I currently don't understand. I just want to point out, going to an esports tournament, I cannot understand people getting stoked and like it's like a friggin' rock concert. They're getting excited to watch these guys play the games live.
Yeah, but Troy, the thing is that
when they're still watching the games on the screen,
you can still say the same that for when you go to live sports like AFL or something like that. AFL
because there is a difference, right? If you go to AFL, right, you have the choice to you can see oh wow, okay, you can see the you can see the game on the big screen, and if you get the silver class or gold class seats or whatever, you got your little TV unit that comes out. But you can also actually see the game. You can see it happening live. You can see the physical person running through and all that. With esports, there's no actual physical thing. Do you know what I mean?
Kinda, yeah.
So you can watch the guy kick the ball on the big screen or on the small screen or right in front of you. But with esports, you can only watch it on the big screen.
Then you can only watch one player's perspective at a time, if that's what you're sort of referring to as
exactly, that as well. You can't glance away and see what someone else is doing at the time or see what players are prepping on. But you also can't. The equivalent would be being able to stand behind the guy playing and just watching him play the computer, or sitting there. You know, when you used to play video games with a friend, one of you'd be sitting down playing the game, the other person sit next to them, and they'd just be watching and chatting away.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the equivalent of sitting down next to that person, but you can't really do that because otherwise you'd have a couple of thousand people just sitting there around these guys. Yeah. Well, you can. I mean, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. They're all sitting around watching these guys.
I do want to save this topic for next week because I want to delve into you about legit how intense, not only just in competition, but also just in practice on training. It's it's K-pop levels where band members of K-pop, they have strict routines, strict schedules, strict everything, ways of living. It's kind of similar to esports. It's so deadly serious well.
Well, hopefully it's not as bad as K-pop, because I've actually heard that's that they don't get treated well in that.
That's it's a bit brutal.
But one thing I do like, I assume they do it with other esports because I haven't really watched them. But the thing that I liked about the Rocket League style esports is the commentary is very similar to how actual sport. Well, it's the same as actual sports. They're like, and Justin has gone for, and he's got the goal. And I'm sitting there going, I feel like I'm watching Ian Thorpe kick a goal, and Thorpe has scored. That's not.
Yeah, some of the commentating in esports is not that great, I find.
Some of the commentators.
Actually, you know what's funny? Currently right now is the Overwatch Grand Finals.
Oh, yeah. Do you know why the commentary, you don't like the commentary, it's not that good? There's no Australian guy doing it. Well, I guarantee you'd enjoy it so much more if you watch, I don't know, who's do you know any well-known Rocket League players?
No, but
sporty ones?
Not really.
What about
ones
with Splatoon? What's
yeah,
one with Splatoon?
kinda. Yeah, I do.
What's a guy in Splatoon called?
Well, as an individual or a team, are you more interested in?
A team or an individual, either.
Are we talking them being paid to play, or are we just talking
they're
about
proper.
them?
Like they're playing, like they're in a game and they're being commentated on, right? What's the guy's name or the team's name?
Okay. So, what's the For the Win? No, For the Win. I think they're called For the Win.
Okay, now I want you to imagine
FT Win. FT Win, so they're called.
Okay, and so what I'm trying to think of what's the game mode that you like playing again?
Tower control.
Okay, what do you do for that one?
So you literally, it's like you take an objective to the end, but there's checkpoints and a certain route it goes.
Okay, so like how many? So I'm trying to think. And one team defends or something, and the other team.
Yes.
Okay, so how many checkpoints?
Actually, no. Both teams can attack. Both teams have to get to the goal first, or closest to the goal.
Okay, so I want you to imagine it was like, what was the team called?
For the Win.
I want you to imagine an Australian guy going, and For the Win has come. They've gotten the second checkpoint. Oh, that's quite an advantage for the Win. Yes, that bloke's doing well. Yes, you saw how I don't know, Stevie over there, how he managed to spread the paint to the left there, and he was able to overtake the side and goo up that dude, and then he released the clams. I don't know.
You've hit it. You've absolutely struck a nerve within me. So the problem I have, the problem with Splatoon commentary is specifically, right?
Yeah.
Splatoon is a crazy fast action game. Mm-hmm. There are commentators who will spend half the time just blubbing on a certain thing that's happened, and they'll spend way too long on that one moment. And because what happens is, like, one person gets splattered or kills one, and then like if it was a critical splat, the commentators will dwell on that thing for like a good minute, and then
so they don't just go, oh, did he got the splat? Oh, it was a crit splat. Oh, and then moved on, and then they move on, and then look, JC's just about to splat, and they've gotten the third checkpoint. That was quite the move there by Stevie there.
I find that's rare that doesn't happen enough.
I need to think of new names.
You do.
You think of people know. And Lachlan has just managed to get the third checkpoint for the Win. They've done it. All they need is that last checkpoint. Jake, yes, that's right. Erwin.
Anyway, let's save this chat for a whole new episode.
Have you been at the zoo recently?
No, not really. It's just Stevie's such an easy name to come. Steven. It's a name that comes to mind.
Stevie.
Because of Steve, because of Stevie. Oh, there's Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny be good.
Johnny be good. Oh, I should have said Matty Boy Viz. That's a mate.
All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys.
Yeah, we should have wrapped it up a minute ago. It's about
okay.
About just over 1 hour now.
That's all right. It's all good.
What do you mean you're gonna wrap it up?
Well, I was kind of hoping you might.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been real, and
unreal.
Keep it real.
Keep it above average.
GG's, be above average, like our Wacko Jacko here.
And your good self. I think you're underselling yourself here, sir.
Yeah, nice. I'm the average in Blokes here.
Someone's got to.
Alright, until next time.
Until I decide to upload the videos. Until next time.
Until Jackson uploads. Until the editing's done.
Episode 11 or 12 actually before this episode will be up before this one, hopefully.
Alright, now say your bye.
Okay, I'm saying goodbye.
Well, you usually go bye.
Bye.